Hello and welcome back to Silent Partner. You are here with me. I am Teach, and this is the Bible, a synopsis. So if you're new to the channel, each week we go through one book of the Bible, we expand on it, we expound it, we break it down, we tear it apart, and we explain what it's all about, and we do it very, 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 very quickly. Um, so that the next time you're reading your Bible, you can say, okay, that's what it's about. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Anyway, again, if you're new to the channel, I'm going to say grab a pad, a pen, some sort of writing implement, so that while I am reading through my notes, because I'm about to read through my notes, and while I'm reading through mine, you should be taking your own notes and we should be learning together. So let's do this. Ecclesiastes. So the book of Ecclesiastes is usually attributed to King Solomon. It explores the nature of wisdom and the pursuit of fulfillment. The author is referred to as the preacher, and the preacher passionately explores life's pleasures and the burden of having to work, the pursuit of wisdom, and the reality and inevitability of death. The main theme of Ecclesiastes is this idea that worldly pursuits, wealth, pleasure, achievements, ultimately don't satisfy. Ultimately, they lead to dissatisfaction and are really like chasing after the wind. They're all vanity. Throughout the book, the preacher examines various aspects of life, including the cycles of nature, time, and the futility of trying to find meaning in any of these earthly things. The famous declaration, vanity of vanities, all is vanity, or meaningless, everything is meaningless, suggesting that many of the things that we pursue in life are ultimately meaningless when viewed against the time that it has taken to get them, or the time that we have wasted trying to attain the thing. Ecclesiastes is written in a reflective tone, and addresses the nature of human endeavors and the inevitability of our mortality. Many pastors, men, women of God have suggested that Ecclesiastes was written towards the end of King Solomon's life, when he was in a season where he had turned his back on God, the God of Israel, and he was following after other gods and was in this backslidden state. King Solomon was internalizing a lot. This is why the book has such a negative tone instead of a reflective outward tone, looking at who God is and what God does. That's what they have said. While studying Ecclesiastes, what I found, though, is that there is a deeper hidden meaning within Ecclesiastes, a deeper wisdom conveyed by the preacher, suggesting that while life may appear meaningless, finding joy in simple pleasures, embracing the present moment, and acknowledging the limitations of our human understanding can bring a sense of peace. Ecclesiastes encourages us to be thoughtful and grateful, ultimately suggesting that without God, life is meaningless. But with God, we are able to have a good job, have food and drink, wisdom and knowledge, and find enjoyment in it all. If you have a good job and food and drink and you know God, then you have everything. The preacher states, a person can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own toil. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. For without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. And this is Ecclesiastes.